My name is Jocelyn Maurice. I am the managing partner here at the Allura Mill Hotel and Spa. I have been in this role for just about a year now. Started my career in hospitality as a dishwasher when I was 13. I guess I grew up in the hospitality business, and for a while I was working in the restaurant business just to travel. So I would work for a while and then I would travel and took a trip around the world. When I got back, I felt like the small town I grew up in was a little bit small, so I moved to the city and began sort of my time in restaurants there. I worked at the time in one of the best restaurants. I actually think it was the top restaurant in the city at the time. It was Avalon. Then once I had my children, moved back to Stratford. I worked for the Stratford Chef School. I worked for the Old Prune. I worked for the church restaurant, and then needed to get back to the city again. So I moved to Toronto. I worked at Auberge de Pommier, Biff's Bistro, and ended my career in Toronto overseeing Canoe, Auberge de Pommier, and Luma. So all of the high-end restaurants of the Oliver and Bonacini group. I left Oliver and Bonacini about 8 years ago to join Pearl Hospitality. I was incredibly interested in Pearl Hospitality because I thought they were doing exciting things. I thought they were doing things that nobody else was doing. They had properties spanned all over southwestern Ontario. We also have a farm. That really attracted me. And we are building an education center on that farm. We grow 5 acres of farmland there, and we actually have a restaurant-supported agriculture program out of the farm. So all of our chefs create their menus based on the farm growing plans from our farmer. And they literally buy shares into the farm every year and kind of build all of our food programming around that. I'm excited to see what this education center brings in terms of development across, not just across our company, but for Southern Ontario as a whole. One of the things that I liked about Pearl was that I felt like I could bring a lot of those things that I learned at Oliver and Bonacini and bring them to this part of Ontario. A lot of the time I feel like people thought that great restaurants were in Toronto and not necessarily outside of there. And I think that Pearl does that. You know, we bring sort of that professional style, we bring great food, and then also we're just in a part of the world where it's absolutely stunning. I became the Chief Operating Officer at Pearl after, like I said, many years. I feel like I want to say I bartended. I pretty much did every job that there is in hospitality to get where I am now. But in terms of Allura, I mean, this project is, you know, I changed my role from Chief Operating Officer at Pearl to Managing Partner at Allura because I think that this is probably the most exciting hospitality project in Canada, if not in North America. So this phase that we're in right now is the small phase. Our next phase is building a bridge across the stunning Allura Gorge. And then we also have condominiums going in. From there, we're putting a food market. We're also putting in 2 to 3 smaller restaurants, some retail space, and then a little bit more hotel and spa space as well. So it's going to be quite a remarkable project. So it's something for me to work on well into my retirement. Another thing I love about the restaurant business or hospitality is that there is so much insane room to grow for anybody. Really, all you kind of have to do is be there, be happy to be there, and be passionate about what you're doing. From there, it just seems easy to kind of do whatever you want to do. I've seen multiple people that have moved from a host position through to a junior manager role, senior manager role. Now people are sales consultants. They become assistant general managers, and ultimately become general managers. And here we are, a managing partner of such a great hospitality property. It's been a fun and exciting time, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest. I hope you are too.